can we just take a moment, because this is like day 2 in a row that my hair has behaved. Okay, all my natural girls know what I'm talking about, because one day you might have a great day and then the next day it just does what it wants. Okay, so anyway, today, as you can see, I am sitting in Rich. Rich is my baby, the love of my life. Rich is my Jeep Wrangler. And, you know, I bought Rich a year ago for Valentine's Day. I bought it for my Valentine's Day gift. And I just wanted to, you know, my birthday is next week. And I always wanted a Jeep. That was like my dream car growing up. And so when I had the opportunity to buy it, I just went for it. Actually, before I had this Jeep, I actually had a Toyota Corolla. And I absolutely love that car too. But I wanted something new. It was time to get something new. And I was gonna get another Toyota, but the amount that I was gonna spend on a Toyota was literally the same amount for the Jeep Wrangler. And I was like, well, why not get the Jeep Wrangler and get like the car that I've always wanted? So I think I fell in love with the Jeep Wrangler when like I watched Clueless, like back in like middle school when I watched Clueless. So anyway, so next week is my birthday, and I think I really want to do like a video or like a live party. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share, and let's get this party started. You know I always got to do my dance. So if you hear any music in the background, y'all, my neighbors are having a grand old party. As I do all the time, so it doesn't bother me. So if you do hear some music in the background, it is not me, it is my neighbors having a grand old time. Okay, all right, so since I'm already in the car, I'm gonna just show you guys. And before we even get started, Rich needs to be washed. Okay, so we're gonna start this bad boy up. Ooh, do you hear that? So this is the steering wheel, clearly. It has Jeep here. The call, this is like if you want to do voice, whatever, activator. Okay, you can like change whatever. And then here, I have no idea what any of this stuff is, to be quite honest with you. Like, I don't use any of this, so I have no idea what it's for. But I do use these often, like if I want to turn up my music or if I want to call and hang up. Let me close the door. So if I want to like call and hang up, I'll do that. And then over here I have my windshield wipers and my spritzer. And then here obviously is the same as every car, the speed stuff. I don't know what the heck you call it. I'm not like into cars like that. As you can see, I don't even know the last time I've gotten gas, because I don't drive Rich anywhere. So then over here you have the signals on either way, and then also too, you can change the light. Like I can put my beams on or anything like that. And then over here, let me see if I can zoom in. Over here is my auto light. So I never turn on my lights. They automatically come on when I get in the car. Not when I get in the car. I think once it gets dark out, then as soon as like the sun goes off, as soon as the sun sets, the lights they come on automatically. So then these are just the different levels of light. This is for, I feel like I'm screaming. This is for, let me see if I can even get that. Hold on, guys. All right. So this here is for, I don't even know. I forgot what this is for, but this is for something. And then this is for something as well. I know one of these is for something with the car, like obviously, right? It does something. Honestly, guys, I really don't know. Like when I got into the car, the guy set me up and I just left it. But I think it is to like, if this is too bright, I can like, I don't see it changing though, so that's why I don't know which one it is. But I know one of these controls how bright it is on the inside. So then over here you have This is for the mirrors. I'm not going to touch them because I have my mirrors perfectly where I like them, but this is for the left mirror, this is for the right mirror, up, down, left, right, left, right. And then over here, I'm going to zoom out. Over here you have, first of all, so before I even move on to this part, these are like where the heat and the air comes out. One thing about these Wranglers, baby, they produce heat, okay? Like literally when I have the heat on in the winter time, I have to literally shut them, and you can still clearly feel the heat, but I have to shut them because it gets so hot that it literally burns my hand. Like I've never experienced anything like that. So this Jeep gives off some good heat. So then I have my radio, and then I have media, so I can like hook up my phone. I'll show you guys that after. And then the climate, so this is the best, like getting everywhere because a girl doesn't like to be ashy, but it doesn't stay forever. Like it'll come off once I wipe it. So then you have media, which we just looked at. So the only time I can get media is if I plug it in. So I have it here, which you call it the aux cord, or I guess not, this is for the aux cord, which I don't have, but I have this. It charges my phone. It's super long too. So I got it long because just in case anyone in the back wants to use it, they can. So it's like super duper duper long. Media, then climate obviously is for hot and cold. All the different apps that I have, settings, phone, compass, radio, it's the same stuff. And then phone, it hooks up to my phone. I can text, voice call, all that good stuff. And then compass, I literally never use that. I mean, I wouldn't even know how to use it, to be honest. And then settings, so you can change like your language. There's nothing important. Display mode. Okay, so I have 4 vents in the front. I try to keep them closed. It just makes the car look better. Off-road is when you want to drive the Jeep literally off-road, like in the dirt. If you want to go drive up mountains, you can do that. This car can go through water. It will not damage your car in any way. It's meant for any type of off-road, water, mountain climbing, all that good stuff. Like literally this Jeep can do all things. And here I have like a card my cousin gave me for my birthday. Let's see what this is. Some band-aids. This is like the book that it came with. I think this is for like, so I've never used any of this. This is mute. I actually never knew that this mute button was here. Look at that. I'm learning something new with y'all. You guys, I'm having like some type of issues over here. So this is the mute button. This is, I think, for the AC off. Honestly, I have, oh no. This is for, so when I drive the car and I stop at a stop sign, at a stoplight, after you stop your car for a certain amount of time, the car like sounds like it shuts off, but it doesn't shut off. It's just saving energy for the car. So you can turn that off or on. I just keep mine on because I honestly like the sound of it. I don't know why, but I really do like the sound of it. Then you have this, no idea what that is for. My hazards, no idea what that's for. And I think that's something to do when you're going downhill, because that's what the pressure shows. So I don't know. So then we have, you know, that old school thing there. 2 things. I actually need to throw that stuff away, which is why it's there. And then I have my keys here just so when I go back upstairs, I have, you know, need to point that out clearly. And then also a cool feature that it has though is that you can put your phone in here. So I do put my phone here when I'm charging it. And then in here I just have some what is this? Purell hand sanitizer. Can never go anywhere without a little perfume, some lip gloss, and then some change because you just never know. And then in here I can charge my phone again. So this is an outlet to charge my phone. As you can see, like I literally never took off the plastic. I'm gonna actually just leave it there, whatever. And then I have this when I go to the gym, even though I don't go to the gym anymore. But I had this for my arm when I worked out. I have some gum. I have some lotion. This lotion is really good, guys, especially because you guys know that I have really bad dry skin. I really like this because it smells really good and it's thick and it makes my hands nice and moisturized. And what else do we have? Water. I always try to keep water, not to drink, but like you never know if you need to like wash your hands or rinse off something. I don't know, it always just comes in handy. But I would never drink it because it's been in the car for like a year. I have some tissues. How cute is that? So many visors. And it has a, hey guys, it has a it comes with lights and it's on either side. This is how you open up the roof. So that's on either side. First you take off my side and then you take off the passenger side, and then you take off the passenger side over here. You unhook these, take out the passenger side over there, you unhook these, and then they also have there. Anywhere you see white, that's where I can take off. Comes with 2 ventilators, and then also you can put the windows up and down here, 2 cup holders, and then you can actually put the seats down, which is really cool. Hook to put it down is right here. So okay, well that was for that. We're gonna push this down, but I'm not gonna show you the whole thing obviously because it's mad work. But so now the seat's down, and since that's down, as you can see, it's my back. I'm gonna go back there and show you guys, but I just want to show you like how much room is back here. It's actually really boxy and it's really not a lot of room, but it also is a lot of room at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense. Hold on, I'm trying to put the seat back up with one hand. 2 speakers here, so we have speakers on the front like I showed you guys, and then speakers there. So you open this part first, and then you open up the second part. So I really don't keep much back here. I want to show you guys what I did to my baby, and that nearly cried. I was doing something with my cousin, for my cousin, and literally it scraped up my car, and I literally wanted to cry. I mean, I forgot all about it till I saw it just now, but it's just bringing back really bad memories, and I will never put anything like that in my car again. So I just wanted to show you guys that because that really hurt my feelings. And then there is another whatever thing you call that, I have no idea. Let's see, anything in here, because you can clearly see in the car very well, and I don't want anyone to get any ideas. But I do keep a shawl back here just in case. I don't know where I may end up in life. And then this is a bag. So this bag is for if you want to take off your roof. So the roof goes in here, fits either side, so either the passenger side or the right side. This is my no weapon banner, y'all. I keep it in the car for safety. So if you want to put your left, so you can put either one in there or both of them, it fits. And this is just instructions to show you how to do it, and then you zip it up or go back. Seriously, now they want to cut grass when I'm recording. So you also have like a little secret hiding place, and basically I have some tools in here for the car if I ever need it. Let me see. I don't even know what's in here because I don't think I've ever, thank God, had to like go through it. So yeah, some cable wires, don't know how to use that, and some other tools, no idea how to use that. Some gloves, yep, no, don't know how to use it. Now we're gonna move on to the next part. So as you can see, there's like little holes, and those little holes are for when I want to take off my doors. Little thing here, like a bar here, so that people can hang on when they go off-road driving, and so they can hold on here. So like if this comes off, you like can see how, like, I don't know if you can tell that it comes off, but it definitely comes off. So I googled like how to take it off, the back part, and realistically, in order to get it off, I know some people buy a whole machine for it because it's so heavy to take off. It doesn't only take off that one part, it takes off all of the back. So I know some people, you either need like 3 or more people to help you take it off, or you need a machine to take it off, and I don't have neither either one. So generally I take off just the passenger side, and the I take off the passenger side and I take off the driver's side, and I usually just leave it at that. But last summer I didn't take off the doors because it just seemed like it was so much work, because it has all of these bolts, which I'm about to show you. You literally have to keep every single bolt, because obviously you have to put the door back on, and it's not like, I live in New York, so it's not like California where it's sunny all the time, where I can just leave the doors off all summer and then don't worry about it and just put the door somewhere. But I live in New York and the weather is super unpredictable, and so to like take them off and put them back on every single day, that's a lot of work. So I did have plans to take it off the doors this summer. If outside opens this summer, I'm absolutely taking off both doors, so whoever wants to sit in the front, they're just gonna have to deal with it. If not, they'll just sit in the back. Some really cool features about the Jeep though is that like you can literally clean your car out with water. I know that sounds crazy, but like say like you went in the mud with your car and you got your car super muddy, just run some water like with the hose. Like you can literally take the hose and run it in your car, and the Jeep is made for the water to just come out. So that's really cool. It's literally like a Lego. That's what I love about the Jeep, is because it's like you get two cars in one. You get a convertible and you get a Jeep. Who doesn't want that? Like, so I'm absolutely in love with my Jeep. It was the best decision I've ever made. So these are the bolts that I was telling you guys about in the back, that I was like, you guys have to keep like every single bolt. So the black ones you take off, the silver ones you leave. You do not ever want to take these off. These are not for you. The black ones are for you. So this is what I would need to take off. This is what I would need to take off down here, off somehow or another, and that's on every single door that you want to take off. And I also have another speaker here, just wanted to show you. And also too, like, I feel like I'm in a secret society because we have a wave. I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk about it, but I'm gonna tell y'all what it is. So Wrangler drivers have a wave, right? So when I first got the Jeep, people kept waving at me, and I'm like, I don't know you. Like, so I would just wave back because they waved, but then I'd be like, am I famous and I don't know about it? Like, I didn't understand why they were waving at me. But anyway, so I figured out what it was. So I never get the Wrangler wave first, because the first time I ever gave the Wrangler wave, no, they didn't give it back. So not everyone knows about the Wrangler wave, because I didn't know about it when I first got my Jeep. But some people, like this one guy, I really felt offended because he gave it to the Wrangler in front of me, and then when he came to me, he didn't give me the Wrangler wave. But we're not gonna talk about that. So I don't ever get the Wrangler wave first, because every time I do, they don't give it back. So when someone gives it to me, I feel like literally for the whole first month I had my Jeep, literally you can ask anybody, I was so hyped because I really felt so special that we have a secret wave. And I was getting it so many times, like everyone was just like, I was just like, oh my god. And I always made sure that they saw me give it back, and it's just part of a society, and it's really a thing. Apparently I just got something in the mail about how they're like ending the Wrangler wave, something, I don't know, I guess some type of something that the car came with. I have no idea. But yeah, so I want to show you guys the bulks of the cars and as to why I didn't take off the doors before. And I just wanted to show you guys like my Jeep, because I've never actually given anyone a tour of it. I absolutely love my Jeep. I would definitely recommend anyone to there's a bee, I'm like petrified. I would recommend anyone to at least go drive it. So when I first went to go to the dealership, I drove, oh crap, what is it called? A Rubicon. I drove a Rubicon, a red 2-door Rubicon, because initially, right, I wanted a 2-door soft top white Wrangler, and that's what I wanted. Nobody could tell me otherwise. That's just what I wanted. It was what it was. That's what I was gonna get. That's what I was coming home with. I did not care. So while we were waiting, you go look at the car, you don't just make a decision. This is before, no, was this before? This is after. So before we even get to the soft top, I drove a Rubicon, and it was a 2-door hard top. Was it? No, it was a 2-door hard top Rubicon, and the wheels were massive. Like, the wheels were so big. And it was my first time, not my first time driving a Jeep, because my mom used to have a Land Rover. Get into the car, and he's like, okay, we're gonna drive. My aunt's in the back because she came with me. I bring her everywhere when I make my big decisions because she's the boss lady. Okay, so I'm driving the Jeep, and when I tell you it was a 2-lane road, I was in the middle of the lane. Like, you would think it was my first time ever driving, and it wasn't even that. I just, like, it was so high up, I literally could not see the road, and I couldn't see the side where, like, the other cars were parked. So in my head, I'm thinking, I think it's better to drive in the middle of the street than it is to hit somebody or hit their car and then I have to pay for it. Like, who's doing that? So I just drove in the middle of the street, and nobody came by me because the Rubicon is huge and it's so high. I'm only 5'4.5", so, like, I was like, I cannot see over it. So anywho, I went after that. We went to go see this is a day I, like, was picking out the car. I'm ready to buy whatever. So I see the two-door soft top, and first of all, the 2-door soft tops, not even 2-door, the soft top period, their windows are not real. See plastic, and I'm like, how is that even safe? Like, that doesn't make sense, like, at all. So that really turned me off. And then the 2-door, I was like, that's kind of small. So he told me, why don't you try the 4-door? So I tried the 4-door, and the reason why I actually wanted the 2-door and not the 4-door originally is because I thought the 4-door was going to be huge and, like, driving wise. So, and I felt like the 2-door was safer, but to be quite honest, the 4-door was actually much easier. And it could be also too that this car, my wheels are, like, not high like the Rubicon. The Rubicon was so high, it was ridiculous. So he was like, I have a 4-door for you, fully loaded, and it's cheaper. So the 2-door Jeep is 2-door soft top Jeep is much more expensive than the 4-door, which doesn't make sense to me, but that is how it is. Y'all, usually my block is so quiet, but today, out of all days, when I want to talk to y'all, they want to be loud. They want to have parties. They want to ride their motorcycles. I don't get it. I don't get it. So we're just gonna wait for him to figure it out and drive away. He didn't even go anywhere. Anyway. So yeah, I went in. I was ready to get a 2-door soft top white Wrangler. I left with a 4-door black hardtop. That just was what God said, girl, you're not getting that. And when I tell you guys, I'm so grateful that I did not get a 2-door, because every time I see a 2-door Wrangler, I just say ew, because it's just not a pretty car. Like, it's just not for me. And the guy who was helping me, not the guy who was helping me, somebody else that worked there, he said that he had a 2-door and in a soft top, and he said he can feel the air come through, which is very true, because even with my hard top, you can hear and feel the air in the winter time, but when you have the heat on, it doesn't bother you. So that's why I always have the heat blasting, because if you don't, then you can feel the air coming through. And with the 2-door, he said you can hear and feel it, like you have to have the heat on blast, and even that, it's still really bad. So I'm so grateful that I did not get the 2-door. And so the next thing that I want to do with my car, I saw this beautiful, so I love Jeeps that are customized. Like, I've seen like white and pink. Oh, that's another thing about Jeeps that you can do. You can customize the heck out of it. I mean, when I say customize the heck out of it, I mean every little thing on the Jeep Wrangler you can literally customize, inside, outside. Like, your handles, you can get totally different handles on your car. You can get everything you can imagine, you can literally customize. Mine is pretty basic. I'll show you guys the outside, but I want to get it customized more so inside than out. So I want to customize the interior in red. I think I'm gonna do red leather seats, or just make my cloth red. I don't know how it would work, but I want to change their interior to red. I saw this beautiful, I think her Jeep was red. I don't know, her Jeep was either black or white, I don't remember, but anyway, it was red inside and I absolutely fell in love. So I would do the interior red, and I would do my door handles outside red as well. So that's the next thing that I want to do with my Jeep. I want to definitely deck this bad boy out in red. It's gonna be sick. I mean, sickety. And yeah, so I'm like super excited. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's kind of like a vlog, like vlog with me and Rich. Ooh, that might be my title. But I want to do something different. I wanted to get out the house. It's really nice out. I think it's like 60 degrees outside. It's really not that warm for me to have my arms out, but it's May. I'm feeling great. It's my last week being 26. So I'm like feeling a little antsy about that just because I'm getting older. But anyway, so I'm gonna show you the rest of the car, and yeah, I will see you guys next week.